I saw the chap who used to originally run the allotments. He lived in Bath Road, and he got me a plot. And so when I was about 30, I started my first plot up in the allotments. Loved it. I think it's one of the most magnificent spots in the county up there, because you can stand there on a day almost like today, the sun's shining, buzzards are above, sparrowhawk will go across now and again. I've been up there and seen young cuckoos, not recently, because they seem to be disappearing fast. All the wildlife that you'd want to see, and you can stand there, no one bothering you, perfect quiet, gather all your thoughts of that, and then you can look out, and you've almost got a 270 degree viewpoint, and it's absolutely fabulous, I think.
I always knew the men were putting in the kidney beans. I think it was May the 4th. They all had to go in on May the 4th, something like that.
Oh, right, so there was a tradition.
That was a tradition in that way, yes.
Oh, marvellous.
Yes.
The reason why I like coming up here, especially after a day's work, is that I can unwind and forget about work for a few hours. I find it very, very beneficial for that reason, besides growing the crops as well, which I enjoy doing anyway. Take a pair of sparkling eyes, given ever and anon, with a merciful eclipse. Do not heed their mild surprise, having passed the Rubicon. Take a pair of rosy lips. Take a figure trimly planned, such as admiration whets. Be particular in this. Take a dainty little hand, fringed with dainty fingerets. Press it, in parenthesis, ah.
We used to play as youngsters, sometimes on the river. Was it the Frome, was it?
Yeah.
And also we used to go down to the canal and catch tiddlers.
Right,
You know, fish on a bit of a string, a bit of cotton and a worm. We used to do it. Just as kids we used to do it. But of course the canal was very clear in those days.
Right.
The barges used to go up and down, and into Wallbridge the coal used to come up in the barges and dropped off there.
Rodborough, Wallbridge, you had that smell of the hops just before you went under the railway bridge, and you knew then you was in straight.
Down through Rodborough Fields was one of the favourite walks, and down to the viaduct. Take our jam jars with the string round,
right,
and catch sticklebacks and redbreasts and tadpoles and things like that.
Speaking about the canal, I mean, that's where I used to learn to swim. Well, I learned to swim.
Right.
A lot of people did, because the Stroud Swimming Club originally, no, I didn't know it then, was in where the lock is at Wallbridge. They used to swim up to the railway bridge, the first arch sort of going over, and then back. But my father used to take my sister and myself down to the canal and just basically throw us in the lock and, you know, scramble out. And you gradually got the idea of it's best if you didn't wait for him to come in sometimes and get you out. No, that was really good fun.
Sailing rafts on the canal, highly dangerous, but we had fun at that. Just as children, there was quite a gang of us, and just rambled all over Stroud, and Common especially. That was our domain. You know, Stroudies could go in the bottom field next to the river,
right,
but they wasn't allowed up any higher.
Well, we as children in those days, before the war, we used to, pre-1963 I think, was when they were started to be built. And we used to play out in Rodborough Field, play football. And the fields in those days, although they belonged to the church, was farmed by Farmer James. It was the milkman and distributor of milk in Rodborough.
We lived in Rodborough Hill, and we were in a big house with my mother-in-law in a flat. She died, and we had to let the flat to keep the house going. We didn't want to do that. And suddenly we heard they were going to build in Rodborough Fields, where our boys played cricket.
Right.
And where we used to walk through and bring the dog.
Yeah.
And I remember coming through here with the dog one night with my husband and standing up there before all the houses were built, and I looked across and we stood there looking at the view across Stroud, and I said, oh, wouldn't it be gorgeous to live here? Never